Hi guys, this is Eve from Ovaniz, and today we're going to teach you how to make this old man or grandpa fondant figure. So let's get started. For this tutorial, as usual, we will use 40 grams of ivory color fondant and Ovaniz sculpting tools. We're getting a lot of questions about the fondant we are using in our tutorials, so I'm going to leave a link in the description box down below for the fondant that is meant for sculpting fondant figures, body and face. Now, before we get started, I would like to point out that there are two kinds of fondant faces that you can make. The one on the left is the regular cartoon-like simple fondant face, which we're making today, and the one on the right is the portrait character fondant figure, which basically means that you can sculpt a fondant figure copied from a picture, and we will talk more about this option at the end of this tutorial. So we will start, again as usual, with smoothing our fondant. We will take all the lines and creases behind our head, concentrate them all in one spot, and this will be the back of our head. So roll a fondant in between your hands into an oval shape. Our head resembles an egg shape, so it needs to be narrow at the chin and wider at the forehead. Using your thumbs, sculpt the jawline, and approximately in the middle of the head, make two indentations on the side. Now, using the Dresden tool, make two indentations for the eyes. Take a small piece of ivory fondant, roll it in between your hands into a teardrop shape, and attach it in between the eye indentations. With the Dresden tool, making these smoothing motions, attach the small piece to the head. Incorporate the fondant to the head as much as you can, so the seams won't be visible. And using your fingers, give that nose a shape. Now, usually old men have this bigger nose, so we're making the nose quite big. Using the pointy side of the Dresden tool, make two nostrils. Next step is the mouth. So using the X-Acto knife, cut a small slit in between the nose and the chin. Then, using the rounded knife, open the mouth slightly. Next, with the taper point silicone tool, create two small holes in the corners of our mouth and give the lips some shape. Now make some lines at the lips and at the chin. This is an old man figure, so their lines are quite deep. We are making some wrinkles. The lines from the nose to the mouth are very deep as well. Now I'm sculpting the chin area. I want to make the chin to be more visible, so it will stand out. And we're ready for the eyes. Again, using the X-Acto knife, cut two slits in the eye indentations we made earlier, and using the rounded knife, open the eyes slightly. Don't make them too big, okay, because the older people have smaller eyes, they are very wrinkly, and so we don't want to make it very big. And now take two small pieces of white fondant and insert into the eye slits. Now, using the silicone pointy tool and the rounded knife, we're going to create indentations and wrinkles. Okay, so every place, like the eyes and the nose and mouth lines, everything needs to be very out there. So don't afraid to press. Here I'm creating some lines and wrinkles and even some bags under the eyes. For the ears, take a small piece of ivory colored fondant, roll them in between your hands into an oval shape, squish them and attach them to the side of the head on eye level, and with the ball tool just press it to the head. By that you're creating an ear and attaching it to the head basically. Now we are ready for the hair and makeup. So we're going to make very big eyebrows. So take a small piece of gray fondant, roll it in between your hands and attach above the eyes. So I'm using the rounded knife and I'm creating the hair pattern just by tapping on the fondant. Make sure of course that all of your tapping is in one direction so it will look like it's hair. And now we're ready for the painting. So I'm using the 00 brush to paint the eyes using some gel food coloring. I will paint the iris and the pupils. I'm using brown, but of course you can use any color you like. Make a small thin outline for the eyes using some diluted brown color and the 00 brush. Make it very lightly and very thin, just make an outline. As I already told, men's eyelashes are less pronounced than women's, so I always make it brown. For the lips, I'm using burgundy gel food color and it's diluted with water because I don't want them to pop out or to look very cartoonish. And to receive more realistic and natural colors, we always dilute our colors in water. Using some flower dust paint to dust the face a little bit. And next we will make the hair. So again, take a small piece of gray fondant and attach it on the sides. On the top our figure is going to be bald, so we're going to make only the side hair. Again, using the rounded knife, I'm tapping on the fondant. By that I'm creating hair pattern. And here as well, make sure that all of your lines are in the same direction. Make it on the other side as well. And for the finishing touch, we're going to add some mustache. So take a small piece of gray fondant and attach it in between the nose and the mouth, and with a round knife spread it across and create the line and the ridges to make it look like hair. And here we go, our grandpa figure is ready. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this tutorial, there are two ways on how you can sculpt a grandpa figure. The first one is what we made here, and it is the simple version. And the second version, it is our premium tutorial at ovaniz.com, the photo to fondant face sculpting tutorial, in which we teach you step by step how to sculpt a realistic figure copied from a picture. So just imagine your loved one surprised when he sees a character of himself on his celebration cake. You can surprise your friends, you can surprise your brother, you can make your child, you can make your husband, you can make a celebrity, you can even make your child as his favorite superhero character. The possibilities are endless, and this is truly an amazing product. So thank you for watching, and we see you in the next videos. Stay sweet!